Hey. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another amazing night on the Monday Love podcast.
Yeah.
Are you authorized to
I don't know.
Use that?
I think you got to be certified. There's some copyright issues.
Licensed?
Nah, Miranda Monday's in us all.
Apparently. Who are you?
Wow.
Who the hell are you over there? That's the
Hey everybody,
Miranda
I'm
Monday
Renee. Yes, we were getting subbing for Miranda Monday today, but she sends her love, and she loves you.
Oh.
She stormed out a little bit ago. It's like,
does.
I can't do this.
I can't do it anymore.
Not tonight.
Yeah, right. This her baby.
Ever since Pearl Harbor, it's never been the same.
Harbor. Every
Well
time.
done.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yo. Joe Kemp, how
Get that out of
you
the way.
doing?
I am great, Renee. How are you?
I'm good. How's the coronavirus treating
Oh,
you?
you know.
Lousy.
A little bit of
Like
lime
shit.
and it's not so bad.
Sprinkle a little lime on it. Hey.
Hey.
I still love Corona beer. Always will.
Hey,
And then
gotta
silence.
love crickets. Where's the crickets? I thought
I
you'd have
know.
that soundboard
I
ready.
know. I need to work that out. If there's one sound effect I wish I could do with my mouth, it'd be the cricket sound effect.
Oh, that is cool when people do that shit.
If you break down the crickets out of your mouth, I'm done. Oh, that's pretty good. That's almost pretty
Nope.
good.
That's
more
like a
of
cat.
like a DJ situation.
That's
Yeah,
a-
what are
yeah.
you doing over there,
Really
Joel?
bad beatbox.
Making noises. Reminder at the top of the show here, everyone, go to your favorite podcast platform: iTunes, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, Swisher, Snitcher, Bitcher, Flitcher.
Was you just talking about 6ix9ine? Is that what that was?
6ix9ine.
Oh, is that Takeshi?
Takeshi! Hey.
No idea what you're talking about.
You don't know? Rat.
Y'all need to be drinking with us now. Cheers to the ones at home.
Cheers. Cheers. Anyway, as I was
369,
saying,
damn,
go
you're
there
fine.
and subscribe.
Rate, review,
Right,
comment.
rate,
We
review.
love to
That's
see your
right.
comments.
That's right.
We want to
Yes,
communicate
yes.
with you guys.
Let Miranda Monday live in all of you
That's
vicariously. That woman's the bomb, man. I mean, no one's got
she's
such
constantly
a
on
great
the hustle.
attitude, and she's on the hustle. She's talented
Definitely
as hell.
on the hustle.
Just, I mean, literal queen, and then doing her thing with the boss life. I'm loving it, girls.
Like a boss.
Joe. And Jason,
Like a
I'm the only girl.
boss.
Yeah, she's a definite
takers.
boss, y'all. Definitely.
Jason, how you doing back there? I know you telling us to go rate and review. How are you back there?
Yeah,
I'm good, man. I'm slowly, dressing up my producer cam.
I love the live.
We're
on air
legit
right
now
there.
because I got this little
That
live sign.
live.
I need a little area right here to put something. So that's all I do with my time is I just set decorate.
Constantly
Put those
investing.
awards right there, right at that level.
Yeah.
The Oscars,
Where are
the
th-
Grammys.
where are
Where the
those-
fuck are those things?
Where are those awards anyway?
Oh, I thought that was on the shelf downstairs.
I don't do
They're
this for
invisible?
I think that's Renee's softball trophy.
I don't do this for the awards.
From 2000.
Yeah. Don't read too closely.
Oh shit, we'll make it look like a Grammy. We don't get no fucks.
What I got for this Grammy?
I had to sell my soul to Satan, but I did it because I got it.
Wow.
Oh man.
No, I would never. No, if you could sell your soul to Satan, would you for something you really
holy.
want?
Crossroads.
You're like hashtag Hail Satan.
Talk to the Crossroads demon.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, just kill me now. I'm not. Well, I mean, you don't get killed.
I think
there.
there's that need of working for what you want. I think
Right.
to appreciate it, because if it's given to you and you don't work
right.
for it, it's
What happened to some good old fashioned hard work, huh?
yeah. The new
Exactly.
generation's like, what's that?
What's that work?
Yeah, trust
That's
fund
not on
babies can be
Fortnite.
nice, but yeah, it's better to work for things like pain creates people. I think it doesn't always have to be pain, but it really is good to have worked for the shit you want, and then maybe you'll get it, maybe you won't, but at least you tried.
Sweat and tears. The
pain shaped me.
I mean, it's the effort of struggling with it. It's like somebody going and getting the degrees. It's like, oh my God, that's 5 years of hard work, but then it's sweat, blood, and tear. I mean, it's legit.
I think it's pronounced blood, sweat, and tears.
I think it's
Sure.
pronounced
and then
money.
tears,
and then
tears, blood, and snot. No,
Yeah,
that's the wrong one.
there's a lot of bodily fluids involved. That's really all that matters.
It's crazy though.
There's
The
one
path
takeaway
that
from
people
this.
take,
Coming
like
up.
everyone's path is just crazy. Like it's like you know what I mean. We all have our own path, but if something's like complicated, I don't know. Like you said, college, that's hard as shit. I mean, I wouldn't know. LOL.
That's why I stopped doing
I love.
Got him.
I don't need it. College don't teach me this. Don't teach me how to do. Doesn't teach me how to do this.
No, they in the pocket.
This.
Oh, Studio J.
Actually, on a shout out of my school and the School of Informatics from Indiana University, they actually do.
Shh.
Shout out.
Just saying.
Shut up.
IU.
Shout out.
Hoorah.
Okay, they teach you the book stuff, but they don't teach you the street smart.
Right, you got to be born.
Street smarts.
I am
who
so
we-
street smart.
Who the hell are we talking to tonight anyway? It looks
So
like
we got-
he's
I'm
waiting
so
in the wings there,
excited.
so we
He
can
is
probably bring
there.
him in.
Great
So
guest
all the
tonight.
way from Missouri,
Oh, they're still
he's
fidgeting.
done work with the greats of Jelly Roll.
And Struggle Jennings.
Oh my gosh.
What?
So we got all at the same time. Let's introduce Jake
Jake
Clements to Monday
Clements.
Love. What's going on, man? Yeah.
How y'all doing?
I'm doing great,
What's up,
man. How you
Jake?
doing, man?
I'm doing good. If I was any better, I'd be sitting in one of y'all's seats.
I know. We wish we could have you in studio, but this is second best. I love technology.
It's as close as
crazy.
possible.
That's right.
Except for
Second
you got a
best.
really cool counter there that really
I know,
kind
I
of
was
takes
thinking
away
that.
from
It's
our
like
little gray thing here.
Granite.
I
or something.
appreciate that. It's fake. It's 3D print.
Oh, that's really
I love
cool.
it. Man, you
It
can do
is
so much
weird,
with it.
though.
That is cool.
It is kind of like you're sitting in the middle of them in the studio, so maybe if people
I
don't
feel
look
like I'm with you all.
good.
You are with us.
Mission accomplished then.
But
Yes,
before we
yes.
really get rolling, Jake, you got any shout out plugs? Anything you'd like to send out to all of our fans out here?
Yeah, I appreciate you all having me on, and I follow the show and am a fan, and
You're
you.
the fan.
Thank
You're the
you.
one fan.
I knew we'd find him.
I want to take this time to thank myself. But no, I appreciate it, and
Oh, for sure.
no, a
brother.
lot of work went into getting here, and it's not possible without all the fans of country rap, of just music in general. I don't know where I fit in, what genre you would place me in, but that's where I
Classical.
belong. And each and every fan, without them, none of this is possible.
Oh, definitely, definitely, man. You gotta appreciate the fans, man.
Yeah.
And things are tough now. It's not easy for people. You know, you think, well, 99-cent download or a $9.99 CD. Well, man,
It adds up.
that's a lot of money. Money's hard to come by these days.
Yeah, you're right, man.
That's a Klondike
So I
bar.
appreciate it.
Yeah, I
Everything.
love people that pay for music. I mean, I've learned that the hard way. It's like, it is nice to support the artist because this is what they do. They put their heart and soul and guts into this. That's their music right there. That's their life. So I love when people will like buy the music and stuff like that. But I'm sure that it's good to have a million billion downloads too, though.
It's good. But I give it away every chance I get.
You seem like that kind
Just
of
like
guy.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Give
it
the
away,
t-shirt
give it
off
away,
your
give it away
back.
now.
I do. I have.
Give it away now. Yeah, I'm that kind of way too. Like, money means nothing to me. That's why I really want to be rich and famous, so I could just give it away and help a bunch of people. And I'm gonna buy me some fancy cars and things, but I'm also
money
gonna
means nothing to
buy
her.
my family big houses and stuff too, and
Jason
support
said
people.
that same thing earlier. I heard him say something like that. I'm not really sure what.
About her.
She don't care about money.
Money is literally like nothing to me. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay. So I always like to kind of early on in the show give the viewers and listeners that might not be familiar with the guest's work. Should we play a video or listen to some music just to give people a little semblance?
So. There's a lot of great work coming on this new album.
What's what video should we do? Like Stronger? Would that be a good one to start with?
Stronger lately. Either one of them can't go wrong.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
let's
Cool.
let's start with Stronger. See what we got there. We'll pop it up on the screen here.
A little bit of Jake Clements, everybody.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy Stronger.
It sound like this there.
Oh, you caught me.
Maybe lately.
I like it. It's kind of like an acid trip dream there with the colors.
Oh yeah, I do. I love those colors.
All
I
right.
love the just All of your music is so great. Joe and I both listen to both of your albums all the way through.
Yeah.
We love your freaking music, dude. It's so freaking catchy. Damn, you got a nice voice.
All right, little taste there. We're not going to give too much away. We want you to go and find them on the social media and YouTube.
Hey, did it sound like that on your all's end? It was tough to hear on this one.
Oh yeah, sounds real good over here.
Okay.
Sound good on my end.
It'll come out. I'm not sure the audio is coming from. I don't know how you do this audio on their end.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's a shot of downtown Nashville.
Okay.
Got family in Nashville, so.
Right on.
Yeah, gotta
Yeah,
love
downtown Nashville about 4 a.m.
Shout out, yeah. That's either 4 a.m. or coronavirus happened there.
4 a.m. downtown Nashville.
Nice.
Yeah,
All
no
right.
one's around. I love that. Isn't that great when the city's just like empty, really late at night or whatever?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we had been we had a show with Bubba Sparks invited me to one of his shows. We were down there. He was in the studio with me, and that was after the show. And my good friend, lifelong friend Jeff Wise, born and raised, he's a farmer, also singing the hook in that one. So it's pretty good song. I'm proud of it.
For sure, my friend.
As it should be.
That's awesome. So, when real quick, I'm going to get a couple of these little comments out there from Lori Pastorfield. Hey, Jake Clements.
Hey, Lori.
So
She's everywhere.
You getting a? All right, we're gonna do it. You got to act like you're doing a selfie.
We can do a selfie.
Real quick.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
My first one ever.
Woo! So cute, guys.
That's a
We're adorable.
COVID-19 selfie.
COVID. Coronavirus.
Corona.
What'll
Oh,
happen
my
if they
God.
find out that COVID can travel through the interwebs?
Oh, hell no.
And this will be the last time you see Jason Jala.
That's right. I got nothing
Sucks
left.
balls.
I've got no technology to fight that.
That would
All
suck
right.
too much balls.
So Jake,
Yeah.
you're from Missouri.
From Missouri.
From Missouri, Miami, Missouri. Is that correct?
My population 147.
Nice. So how did Jake get started in the country rap country game? How did that occur? How did you get started?
Yes.
I've been at it a long time. It started. I've always liked to write. I guess didn't come from a musical background or family or nothing. My grandma sang in the kitchen, doing dishes, cooking. That's about it. But I met a lot of years ago. Met Tech Nine, and we became good friends. And he kind of talked me into guided me through taking my writing from just an outlet therapy type thing to translate it into music. And I've had a love for it ever since. I love to write. I just can't get enough of it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
That's so weird. I think, okay, so I didn't meet Tech Nine, but I went to his studio once. Was it in Kansas City, Missouri? Does that
Least some, yeah, suburb of Kansas City.
He's got a huge ass studio in there. I got to go and explore. He happened to be on like a trip. He was friends with one of my famous friends or whatever, and so I was like, yas, butch. But the studio was fucking balling.
And he is. It wasn't always like that either. Can't nobody ever tell me that dude didn't work his tail off to get where he's at. And a good business plan from Travis, the CEO and part owner of Strange Music, didn't hurt, and the artist, of course. But no, I'm proud to call him a friend, and happy they're where they're at.
Very cool. I love following Tech Nine too on Instagram. He's funny. He's a cool dude for sure. You can just tell.
Yeah.
Gonna get no shits.
So with the fact that you don't have you say you didn't really come from a musical background, how do you go about writing your songs? What's your process of doing that? Do you get with the DJ, or you get with somebody that's making some beats, or what's your approach on this?
So I work off feeling no matter what I'm doing. So so the beats are very important. I work with Butters Pro, who y'all probably know him, DJ Butters Pro.
He's been on the show.
Yeah, DJ Butters.
Yeah. Butters.
Yeah.
Butters like Butters, baby.
It's Butters.
Man, that dude's good. He really is. And so he made like The Moment. That was his song. And then the album's mixed by 3030, Adam Osbrook. And man, that with them two, it's just between their beat making and their behind the scenes, man, it's hard to miss. But no, I like to write off a feeling, and good instrumental will write itself. I mean, I can hear it before I write it.
It's like it was meant to be.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And when that happens, it's like that. That's the fix I'm after. That rush of writing that song and translating it to paper and then through the airwaves, I guess.
No,
Yes.
that's cool. That's a good way to get your feelings out there.
I loved your first. I mean, obviously both albums are great. We love Black Dirt Bible 2018. And so that had 11 tracks on the record, right?
I think it is.
And then your second album, American Made. There we go. Sorry, I knew it was like American something. Yeah, American Made 2020. So it's brand spanking baby,
that was
freaking new.
Dropped a week ago, right?
Yeah, a week ago.
That's so cool.
It's the first album recorded. I built a studio out here in the country on some of my land, and it's the first album recorded there. So it's first anything. So
that's
I love
really
it.
cool.
Yeah, off the first album, I thought two songs really like slapped to me, and I was like, all of the songs were effing amazing. But then it was Low Life, which was the first record on your first album, and then I Don't Need 'Em, and then there was a later one that was like a Jesus one. I was like, oh bitch, I'm watering up. I don't know, it hit me somehow. Which one was it? It was.
It's because you're outside, Renee.
Was it River?
That's why you were watering.
Rural routes.
I don't think you're
fucking made me cry. I'm like, fuck
I don't think
yeah.
you're allowed to say Jesus and bitch in the same sentence. I'm not sure what the rules are, but
I do what the fuck.
Just say Jesus. It's okay. Just say Jesus.
I know. I have a quite
that's
odd
what
vocabulary. I do what I want. But there's so many songs, and then the songs with Jelly Roll and Struggle Jennings. Those were so bitchin'.
Hellraiser.
Did you do that right after your first album in 2018, or was that like before or during? We know it was around
2017 or 18. I did. When I met Struggle, and him and I hit it off, and got in the studio the next day at House of Blues Studios in Nashville.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. That's very
Leland Elliott was the engineer. Man, that was just a good experience. Him and Jelly Roll came in. I mean, we spent a lot of time together, and it was a good experience, and made some lifelong friends.
That's really cool.
Yes, they are such cool freaking artists, man, as well as you. We're happy to have you on the show today.
So made it real easy.
You said you threw together your studio out there in the country. Are you picking up artists? Or are you just using it for personal? What you got going on out there? Both. I'm I kind of refer to it as a we're in a music desert out here. I mean, you're either farming or you're swinging a hammer or something, or you're not doing. There's not a lot of outlets for creativity, and so anybody that's got the right mindset and the right things in mind for laying
music.
down tracks.
Yeah, I'm more than happy to work with. So I built this studio as it could be record anybody, any level. So
that's really awesome.
I got all the latest. Anything they got in Nashville, whatever, all the software, it's and it's out here 13 miles from any town. I mean, who wouldn't want to come out here and write an album?
Hey, ain't
That's
nothing but
awesome.
a chicken wing, right? It'll drive to you.
Hey, for sure. I mean, you get out there, get away. I mean, there's a lot of creativity can be used out in those areas. So that's really awesome, for sure.
Yeah, I can imagine just some of the beautifulness. Is that a word? Shit, I
Beautifulness.
Beautiful fuckingness.
I could tell by your 3D printer countertop that there's some beautifulness happening there.
I mean, it's beautiful in the country. I mean, you got some badass bombing sunsets, sunrises, and views all around.
The best. Yeah,
which could be good for inspiration, right?
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, but why wouldn't we?
right? Me and Jason actually went to visit my sister. She just got engaged to a country boy, and it was like 2 hours away, but they had like 50 chickens all running around. They didn't even have to be caged or anything. They just slept there and lived there. And then there was like this chicken guillotine. It was funny as shit. It's like country folk. I love it like that. It was so, there was like blood everywhere. I'm like,
it's great till they cut the chicken's head off. Their chickens were happy.
You're next, Cletus. Yeah. Any last words?
They like, we only eat the meat chickens, and those are ugly as
You're looking
hell.
real juicy.
Look at that butt on that thing. Woo.
But I noticed how fresh it smelled out in the country. I mean, you don't really, I don't know. I mean,
You just said there was 50 chickens. There ain't nothing smells fresh about 50 chickens.
It was, though. They had like a big lawn and chickens everywhere, and like you just like breathe in, you're like, fuck, that smell good.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Smell like fish.
Just like fresh air or some shit. I don't know, man.
No, there's definitely a difference.
So, you work with Rocky Records, right?
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about Rocky Records and your experience with them.
Rocky Records is my own creation. I started it. It started with Johnny C, myself, and it's named after my uncle that was killed in when I was a kid. 99. He was killed by cowards, but that's another story. But anyway, so I named. I want to keep his legacy alive, and this is how I'm doing it. Everywhere I go, they say
it shows through your music and your lyrics. Your words are very powerful, and you can tell that you really care about your family and and your friends. And so that's really cool. You speak true to you.
So we've got that on the screen for everyone, the viewers.
Yes,
Go
Rocky
to
Records.
social media, Facebook, and find Rocky Records.
Like.
You see it right there.
Also, you can find Jake
like.
on Instagram, Junior Clements _660. So go give him a follow.
Yeah, and Rocky
Monday
Records
lovers
on,
out there.
Jake Clements Rocky Records on YouTube, and yeah, you can find it anywhere they got music, anywhere they sell music or give away music. So.
And while you're out there, make sure you guys are all subscribing, rating, reviewing, and liking and sharing.
Monday Love.
Monday Love, Jake Clements, the whole 9 yards.
Help.
There's a lot of great music out there that needs to be shared, and make sure you do your part,
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of y'all.
Keep the world spinning. Y'all share that music. Like those pages.
So you've had the luxury to work with some really great artists. Out of all the people you worked with, what would be like either starstruck or has there been a person that really like, whoa, I just can't believe I just sat in that studio?
I don't know, man. Everybody I've worked with has been pretty good. I when I was in Nashville, probably the first time recording, when I was in the House of Blues studio, just sitting there and struggle. He hadn't been back at it very long either at that time, so we were both kind of just getting back at it. I took a break and just sitting there with him and Jelly Roll, not necessarily starstruck, but just the magnitude of the moment. When you've been to the bottom, you appreciate the top.
Amen.
And I feel like at that point, things turned around, and and then we got, Jelly Roll's a character for sure. Struggle, and but they write from the heart and soul too. So I mean,
sure.
It was a good fit, and that I don't need them. It's done well. It's got it's probably had 250,000 views on a couple of different channels. That's big.
That's
for
awesome.
An independent country boy like me.
Oh, for sure. They're good. Jelly Roll and Struggle are some really great artists. So to have just the luxury of being on a track with them.
Yeah.
Is there any artist that if you had the opportunity to work with anybody, who would that be? No, it don't have to be just in this genre either. It could be any genre. If you had the opportunity to work with any artist you got to choose from, even dead, who would that be?
Oh, that'd be
choose Eminem.
That'd be awkward.
I would say, like Jim Morrison or something on a.
Oh my God, I love him.
on a dead level, and
yeah, he's super dead.
Bob Dylan maybe on a live level.
Oh, okay.
That's where they're both writers, and that's kind of where I give some of my, classic rock. When I was a kid, my uncles are listening to it, and it's just the coolest thing going. My dad, and so I kind of took influences from them. Currently, I don't know. I like to give with. I don't know. Currently, I like all. I listen to good music, so I'm not really trapped to no genre. What I listen to, I just listen to music. So I don't know. I like heavy. I like anything that's got to get. Where you can tell that they put something into writing it.
Yeah, so put a little effort in their music and
I know mindless sells. I mean, I know people don't want to think about serious shit all the time, but man, that's all I do.
Hey, I mean, but that's your passion. That's coming from your heart. I think that's what makes music so special, because at some point somewhere somebody is putting their heart and their soul into this song and this feeling, and we might relate to it because of a different a moment in time or some other thing, but their heart and soul is being shared with everybody. So I get that. I feel the same way when I'm performing or if I'm looking at music. I like good music. It don't matter what genre. Good music. I can understand what's going on. It tells a story, whatever the case may be. But being able to relate to the artist and relate to the person. So when you're doing the same thing with your music, you're going to get those people that's going to relate with you and follow you and really build a relationship with you through your music. And so definitely appreciate that.
I agree, Joe. I agree. Exactly. I agree. Yo, we need to do a social.
Thank you for your contribution.
Cheers.
I really agree to this.
Cheers.
I agree.
Oh, cheers.
Hashtag coronavirus. Cheers to Miranda Monday.
Hey, Monday Love. Halftime special.
And cheers to Jake Clements.
My glass is bigger than yours.
Cheers, y'all.
Damn,
that's what they always say.
Right.
My glass is bigger than yours. And damn right, my glass is bigger than yours. And damn right.
Focus.
But yeah, I do feel like all of your songs are still heartfelt and freaking badass as shit. I love to listen to the 2 albums that you have. And of course we love the singles too, with the big stars, Jelly Roll and Struggle Jennings. We love those too.
What was there? Renee, you had a favorite or a couple of favorites you picked on Spotify.
Yeah, I sent them to you.
Like I don't need them was one. You want to hear a little bit of that one?
I'd love to if like
I don't need them.
Hey, real quick before that track comes up, KK, keep it up, Jake. No, you're good. Keep it rolling.
Yeah, keep it rolling. Yeah, keep going. I mean, you can read more.
That's what I read. That's what it said.
It's just like keep it up, Jake.
KK, keep it up, Jake.
And that's it.
And that's it. No, keep going, Joe. Keep. All right, so
I don't know. It's just like inspirational. It's like A in the piano.
So find him on their Spotify. We're listening to him on Spotify. So go and check out his
first album. Yes.
Stuff there.
They locked me out, so I'm pushing in the back door. Took the road less traveled where no map showed. Got a carload.
What are you looking at, Joe? Oh, you're looking at a song?
Yeah, I was trying to remember one of the songs I was listening to earlier.
Sideways can't straighten up. Change for what? Change for bucks. Oh no, never gave a fuck. With another thought, now that's what my mother taught.
Yeah, I love how you talk about your family, your grandma, your mother a lot. Tomatoes. You talk about tomatoes on one of the track. I hate tomatoes. My sister loves tomatoes. I don't know why I've always hated tomatoes.
I like tomatoes.
Play Low Life. That one was a great one too. It's the first one on the first album.
Low Life, right there.
Yeah, 2018 was a good year.
Same album there.
Yeah, this is the first record on his first album. I love this one. Really good. 3 different rappers, right?
Looks like Bone Stock, Johnny C, and Bubba Sparks.
Oh yeah, I love how
and of
each
course,
verse,
Jake Clements.
like especially, I'm guessing Bubba Sparks is the last verse, but how he's just like, don't touch a dog, and I'm a dog, you're a dog. I love he like goes off. He like does like a dog analogy. I'm like, shit, that's good.
I want to hear that part now.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I like it already.
Mm-hmm.
Studio Cam.
Studio Cam.
Nice. Little sneak peeks we're giving everyone. Little flavors, little ear candy.
So good, so good. You should try to find the one that made me almost cry, LOL. It was Rural Routes. It's towards the end of the album.
Rural Routes.
I think that was one. Is that the one about Jesus, Jake?
It's about
some shit.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean it's about Jesus, about God's country anyway. Definitely.
It's just relatable because it's like, yeah, I mean, not everyone believes, but I mean, we do struggle with our faith if you do believe, and it's like, I don't know, I don't think sins or anything define a person. Like,
so make sure all our fans out there find you, Jake Clements, out there on Spotify. It's some great songs.
Yes.
Or any other streaming service.
Yeah, I know that these gravel roads is really what holds my soul, and I'm oh so cold with no control, and it seems that I left a long time ago, but I can't find where the wrongs was wrong. Life sentence with a fucking bond revoked, but the Bible know what told me so. When it floods, I roll my boat, poking holes, but I'm gon' float. Amen, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Put the rope around my throat, and I won't choke, cause everything I do, I go the most. Kingdom come.
It's crazy how your voice is so diverse as well, because you got your niche sound, which I think is very unique, and I love when people sound their own. They have their own sound, but then you just like explore different like things of your voice, which I think is really cool too. And all your different songs, you are really just slaying on them. Slay, bitch, slay.
I've been down and out for so long now.
I like it. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Some flavors.
It's feel good for sure.
Some flavor.
Some feel good.
Yeah. And what better, that Low Life, the first song on that album, what better openings, the piano coming in. It's Scatterbrain beat, he did a lot of that album, Struggles DJ or whatever. I worked with him quite a bit.
Yeah, I think that's what drew me to the track. I mean, it's the first track, but it also the piano really got. I love I don't know. It's a good ass. It makes you just want to listen and feel it.
When I'm listening to an instrumental, I know pretty much in the first few seconds how it's gonna if it's for me or not. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite DJ you like to work with?
Gotta choose favorites.
Well, it ain't gotta be a favorite, but maybe somebody you stick with a lot that's your boy, or I mean, just his groove is something that sticks with you, that you feel a lot from. So is there a particular DJ that you prefer to work with, or?
I mean, I've been working with Butters Pro for a minute now, and
okay.
He gets me. So I mean, him and I have I'd say DJ Butters Pro is what I'm going to say on that one. I like working with Scat too. Don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong. I mean, he's talented. I mean, talented as they come. That struggle, he'll tell you, but
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say Butters Pro is where I'm at, and right now, yeah,
for sure, he's a great.
Like Butter, baby.
Hey, Butters.
So Butters. He pops in here every once in a while, so I'm not sure if he's here tonight or not.
Good people. Always bad on there.
Yeah, we love
he's
him.
good stuff. He just keeps coming out with it. He stays at the ground.
So we try to throw this at a lot of our guests. It's usually there's fireball. There's usually some kind of
poop involved.
There's been a lot of that.
Did
crazy
you say
enough.
Yes, I
little
said
fecal matter destroys
fecal
everybody.
matter,
So,
let's do this.
Out of all the shows you've done, every event, venues, wherever, what is the most embarrassing moment that you've had at a show?
Oh hell! Oh man, I've had a couple of them.
Share.
I'm glad I don't have a pants falling down story or something, but no, we've
had a couple of those too.
Oh yeah. No, I would say I've had a couple of them, and it usually went back to wrong. I'll tell you one right now. Okay, so I'm doing this show as a favor for a friend of a friend, and it's kind of a private deal, maybe, I don't know, but there's a lot of people there. but you got half. And maybe I don't know what was going on earlier today. Maybe a wedding. Maybe I'm the wedding singer. I don't know. But so there's half the crowd is, you know, I can see my grandma in the crowd. You know, I'm like, maybe she's in there. You know, the other half is maybe I see my little cousin in there. You know, I mean, like late teens, or mid 20s, 30, and then you got the older. And my DJ at that time puts on a song I wouldn't play in the same county as my grandma. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, yes. Like when I accidentally play "I Want to Fuck You Like an Animal" in front of my mom, I'm like, she's gonna kill me.
Right.
It's called Closer.
So I just said no. It was pretty embarrassing. Still embarrassing, really. But you know, I got to do it.
Oh, actually, fun fact: your grandma's watching right now. So,
Love you, Grandma.
Her username is Jake's grandma.
Hi, Jake's grandma.
Isn't that the worst though? Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and the last, I did a show with the Overtime a while back, in 6 months maybe, and I got it was an all-age show, and there's, you know, some you know, too young to be cussing like I do, maybe. I don't know. I feel if I can't cuss, I can't talk, really, but dang it, sometimes it ain't appropriate, you know. But so I get
exactly
these
how I
kids,
feel.
I told this mom and her kids were there, and so I told them they put on one of my harder songs that's probably got the hook. The net in the title is a cuss word, so I mean, you know, the F word's in the title of it. So you know it's a good one. And so I told them I give them $1 for every cuss word I said, and then I got thinking, so I give them two. I think there's a couple of them, $20 each, so I had credit, and they thought that was pretty funny, and we got through it, and they got to buy some whatever kids buy these days.
Tide Pods.
Tide Pods?
Fidget spinners.
I think those are old.
Face mask.
They're on to some new shit.
No, the kids don't need that.
Maybe they could get some face masks with fidget spinners on.
Oh my God. Spin. On my face.
I can't focus. There it is.
Old-fashioned baseball wouldn't hurt them. You know?
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying too. That's a good idea.
All my kids are pushed into sports. You either doing something, not sitting at home. The sex when we're stuck during this corona. Oh Lord.
Right.
Coronavirus killing the parents.
Yeah. Out here in the country, we don't even notice so much is going on, but that's a good thing.
That's a good story. I like that.
So, what should we be expecting? What should we be looking out for?
What's coming out?
What's coming out for Jake? I know you just dropped the album. Is there going to be a feature video after? You know what? An album you can drop several singles in a large amount of time. I'm just
This would be the one, you know. I've got several albums ready to go. I got another one, Bonfire Empire, that's ready to go, and I've got albums that at some point, if it's ever, if I ever, you know, do get in a position to release them, I will. Some of my older work, and but I'm writing. I wrote that album's been done for a couple months, maybe a month, and I wrote another one in that time. I just, you know, you go through spurts when you're writing. Mom always said, when you roll on. So that's kind of where I'm at. If I feel it, I write. So
got that momentum ball.
Excuse me.
The momentum ball's rolling.
Yeah. You don't want to stop momentum. You know, it's your friend.
Your friend's rolling down the hill.
So yeah, I got. Plenty of music to come. I would say lately the video for that we shot Super Bowl after the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, won the Super Bowl this year. That video was shot after that. You know, drinking all day. And,
which video was that?
Lately.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's off the new album, and my buddies from Re-Up. I think you had them on a couple.
Oh, Re-Up and Pacific?
Actually, Re-Up and Pacific, that podcast launched today, this morning.
Today? Well, hey.
Yep. I was just talking to him earlier.
Yeah, well,
Pacific was picking
what
up
better
stuff.
way to showcase their debut or their release today with a video by them? But yeah, Lately was shot by them. American Made was shot by them.
Okay.
I worked with them several times. Good bunch of guys. For sure.
Do we want to check out that video a little bit?
I think we should. Let's share.
Yeah.
Let's
Oh
share.
God, yes.
Every bit of it shot on my farm here in Miami, Missouri.
Oh, it's a baby.
Oh boy. Rocky is his name.
Love that smoke. Yeah, I love this one.
Consumed by the mess, I guess I should feel blessed, but it's missed on me. I got this history, don't give up on me. Simply put, I'm not too bad if they bother to stop and take a look. Shook, derailed, I guess the ship done sailed on out. But the shadow we cast is riddled with doubt. Like clouding, it's amazing to me. Gracefully, I think they're coming for me.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
I love it.
I'm a fan. You got a new fan.
You got new fans.
New fan.
I love your voice. It's so soothing. It's really good.
Thank you.
So soothing.
My boy Zip with the camera work there. Yeah. Good dudes.
Did you have a fog machine going on right there? Or?
Hey, let me tell you about this.
Yeah.
No, we didn't actually. It was not in celebration of the Chiefs winning, although it could have been. No, my buddy Daryl, he has these smoke bombs, 5-minute smoke bombs, and he started shooting Roman candles, and he started shooting all that shit. And its
Nice.
smoke is going right towards the lighting, which is a tractor light. The lighting is.
Right
That thing
on.
just worked out perfect.
That is
It
my
looks great.
favorite smell ever. Just fireworks smell. Besides gasoline, LOL. No wonder I have issues. But I love the smell of
Pyro
fireworks.
much, huh?
Cocaine is my favorite smell.
He smelled it all. That's hilarious. No,
what
it's so
that is.
good.
You can see the Roman candle, the things going by towards the end of the video. You know, it's great.
It looks like a damn smoke machine. Like, that's so cool. It's organic fireworks smoke.
For sure.
It's floating on through.
It's all just shot in my farm and my shed in my house, and those are seriously the tractor lights, John Deere 8420 tractor lights.
It's cool.
That's
Man,
awesome.
I know
like
farm
that
life
song.
is not, it's hard. I mean, like, it's not hard, but I mean, it's just compared to us city folk. I mean, y'all really
Feels
are
like
like
it's
out
hard.
there doing it.
It's
I
hard.
respect it. I think it's so, I mean, yeah, it's hard.
Best believe
A lot of
that.
work.
Waking up early.
Thank you.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I respect
We love-
country
we love
life.
it.
I think country life is amazing.
I like the song.
I know. I love the.
That's one of my favorite on the new album.
Look, Miranda's moving around the.
Oh,
Yo, we
She
got
gets to actually-
Miranda Monday in
look
the
at Miranda Monday
house.
sneaking on her show.
Yo, we are so
She's
grateful
looking
for Miss
looking
Miranda.
for service. She's looking for
Yeah.
service.
Miranda is the
It
absolute
don't matter if
shit,
you're on the
y'all.
show or not. There's
Oh, there
there's
goes
no
the-
signal in this place. Look at her.
There goes the Roman candles flying by. Like I
Oh.
mentioned. That was a good one.
My.
Can't
Daughter,
stop
my
it.
wife.
I just let it keep going.
Are those your kiddos or one of your kids?
Yeah, it's my daughter and my wife.
Oh, so sweet.
My
That's my
ladies.
little boy in the beginning.
And you have a little boy too. You said.
Yeah.
At the
I
beginning.
have two boys, Jonathan and Rocky.
Oh, I love that. What's your girl's
Keeping
name?
that Rocky name rolling.
McKenna
Oh,
Clements.
McKenna.
Yeah.
Okay, and Rocky. Got you. And your wife's
She's a
name?
she's a shining light out of. They're all good kids. She's pretty good. You know.
So she's a teenager. Yeah, it looks maybe she's like 15 or something like that.
She just turned 16.
Ah, see, I'm pretty good with ages.
Corona has stopped her getting her license. What's wrong with these people?
Coronavirus.
My daughter's in the same predicament, man.
Ain't
she
that
can't get her.
BS?
She can't do her beginner's permit, so she can do her license.
It's some
She's been
BS.
driving. Kenna's been driving since she's probably 10. I'm gonna guess 10, maybe 8. You know, out there in the country. I mean, you know,
That's amazing.
It's less things
That's
to bump
good
into out
parenting.
there. Go ahead and run that truck into the tree. We don't care.
Well, my daddy was having me drive. I was driving when I was like 8. And I wasn't in no country. It was because he was having me drive home when he was a little too much to drink. I'm like 10 years old, like driving his stick shift. I'm like, literally, Daddy, I don't know how the hell to drive this motherfucker.
Scared as hell.
But he's just like, he's like guiding me drunk, and I'm driving him home like.
Stay between the lines, damn it.
That's a true story. That's a good time.
Been there, done that, definitely.
Hey, what are kids for?
All right, so I'm getting a little behind the scenes photo here. So maybe everyone hold up your beer for a cheers to the camera for a second, real quick.
For sure.
All right, got it.
Cheers to the freaking weekend. I'll drink.
It's
not
Monday.
the weekend.
It's Monday.
It's Monday, bitch.
The freaking weekend's behind us.
The freaking weekend's
Next Monday,
over.
you're bitch.
It's always the weekend. It's always
Working
the weekend
from home,
for
it's
Renee.
always a
That's
weekend.
Right.
Always a weekend. So coming up, you're on your own label with Rocky Records, but you're still with it pretty much on the independent scene. What are some of the procedures you go through, as in getting your music out? Like what,
brain surgery.
You know, no, I mean, because
Really
it seems like everybody has their own style and things, and I know a lot of our listeners are up and coming artists, and they like to hear what the artists that are being successful, what they're doing. So what is some of the struggles you go through getting your CDs out to like Spotify or, you know, your media? What's your preferred, you know, do you want to, because you're one of the few that's actually has full albums when a lot of the artists are choosing to do singles. So yeah. I didn't know if you had, you know, what your madness was to your process.
Madness.
Madness.
Madness, definitely madness involved. But,
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I put out a lot of singles, and I just thought it was, you know, I'm old school, and you know, I think an album is a hit, you know that. My fault.
Where'd you go?
He's dropped 747. We'll hear the story behind that coming up soon.
There we are. I don't know if y'all was going to see me, but I couldn't see you.
No,
My wife was
it dropped
Thank
to
you for
you.
calling during this.
We're still here for you, brother.
No, I use TuneCore to get my music out, and there's other ones, you know, like RPM One maybe, and CD Baby. I don't know.
CD Baby.
But I mean, as an independent artist, I don't have anybody to you know, make sure. I have to do it all myself.
Right.
And that's from the recording. I choose to do it all myself. And then, but you don't have anybody to do your artwork, or you have somebody for your artwork, but you don't have, everything's got to be just right. Like
Definitely.
Or iTunes or whoever will not accept it. Just because you put it on don't mean it's going to be accepted. It's got to be somewhat of a quality recording. So, you know, just learning all that, the ins and outs of what it takes just to get the CD to the listener. You know, it's probably been, you know, I've done it on my own, and it's been a struggle at times, but man, I enjoy it. So I don't have nobody telling me what to write, telling me what to wear, telling me what to, you know, I'm straight out of the tractor just a minute ago. So I'm writing songs, and I love it.
And I think that's kind of, that's goals, and I think that's something that's really every artist wants in a way. I mean, damn, that's hard to do all this shit. I mean, it takes so much effort and just learning a kind of process of elimination of what's working, what isn't, stuff like that. It's like, damn, you got to keep working with it, right?
Yeah, and you know, a lot of great music goes unheard, and that's probably the biggest challenge.
That's my biggest problem in life. Like, am I gonna die? No one's gonna know me. Type shit.
Renee, who?
I know. No.
They done forgot.
You poked my heart, Joe. You poked my heart. But I did have a question for you, Jake. So like when you were writing, I don't know how to phrase this question exactly, but I mean, Joe, are you a singer-songwriter? Because you're a singer. You're an amazing artist. Yeah. I didn't know if you were actually a singer-songwriter. Well. I
write lyrics. I put like chords together where I like to kind of stay, and then my musicians kind of run it from there.
I figured that you was like all of this, you know.
But I write all my lyrics and kind of throw some ideas of what I want it to sound like, and then they kind of take it from there. I got some really great musicians that work with me, so it does make it easy. But like he was saying, you know, different DJs and different sounds will get different inspiration and different feelings out of that music. So when I'm working with certain musicians, I know I'm going to be more rock, more hard. I work with other artists, it's more like, hard. Oh, we're going to be, I best believe that. And so I can't even hold it after that one. I know. But like if I'm working with blues, I'm going to be, it's just going to, you know, I'm going to react differently. So
right. So my question is like, when you're writing, I feel like you have such a good ass flow about you. And I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been writing forever. This is what I'd love to do. So it's just like, it's my literal life as well. So it's like, damn. But you do have that flow. So I also teach voice lessons, and I try to help my kids write songs if that's what they want to do. I don't press it on them, but if they have a natural gift for it, I'm like, okay, let's write this song. But I try to teach different ways of writing. It's kind of like no way's the right way or whatever, no wrong answer type shit. I don't know if I said that right, but
no way's
like,
the wrong way.
It sounds like I don't know what you have something special about your raps and your music. It's like, I don't know. Do you try to rhyme like stanza 1 and 4? Is it, or like 1 and 3 of 2 and 4? You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Do you think about this shit, or is it just like you just flow with it?
Yeah, no, I don't think about. The good part about being me is I don't know much, you know, about what's right and wrong with the music. No, I write purely off feeling
from the heart.
Straight from the heart, and where it goes. Sometimes it's not. My songs aren't structured where maybe the music teacher might point you, but no, I just let it go.
I always think there's no wrong answer. That's what I try to tell people. Yeah. It's like it's music, so I mean, there's really no wrong answer. And so I don't know, just something very I'm the same way. I play by ear. I'm not like, you know, the shit like that. But I'm just saying, like, there's something special about your stanzas and what you do with your flow. I love it.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I don't think there's real rules. I mean, was it 1967? Tiny Tim, "Tiptoe to the Tulips" was number one on one of the scariest, weirdest songs I've ever heard. Was number one in the Billboard charts. So I don't think there's rules to it. It just, you know, you put your stuff out there.
That's Tiny Tim can do it. That's
if Tiny Tim can do it, I can do it.
I didn't know that went number one like that.
It was number one. It might not be 1967, but it's somewhere close around, and it was number one in the Billboard charts.
And they didn't know it was like a murdering hit future for movies.
I know. So we're getting close to the end of our time. Is there any last shout outs, any last plugs you want to give?
Any regrets now that you've been on the show?
No, he loves us.
I didn't bring more beer.
You could have.
I'd like to say out to my family. You know, my wife, my daughter, 2 sons, and I thank them for all their putting up with my shit, I guess. And then you know, as far as this new album goes, you know, Adam Goldberg, Dub 3030, you know, he's good, he's talented. So I record him out here, and I send them to him for a final mix and a master, and I'd like to thank him for the work he's done, and Butters Pro also, and you know, I've put my heart and soul into it, and I hope it translates well.
For sure,
it does.
And I got, you know, you can catch any of my music on Jake Clements at Rocky Records on YouTube, or under just my name. Also, there's another page. So, or on Facebook under my name, Jake Clements, or Rocky Records. So yeah, I'm pretty
on screen. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Struggling.
Do you have any shows coming up, Jake? Sorry to interrupt. Do you have any shows coming up?
No, I had one. No, they haven't been scheduled any, you know, because the
coronavirus.
Yeah, I think that's kind of killed everybody out right now. Nobody knows when you're coming back.
I have not gigged in so long, I'm dying.
When we do come back, though, hey, Look out.
Go strong.
It's going to be a great 2022, man.
Unfortunately, that's probably more of a reality than we think.
We'll have to do them live. We'll have to do them live.
Hey, I mean, I guess it's a lot of time for us to sit back and do some recordings and be ready for everything to hop back out.
And some self-reflection.
A lot of homemade concerts.
On our back porch. I've seen
My name's Bob. I've never sang before, but this concert's for all you guys. If I see another one of those pop up on my screen.
I know, it's like let the musicians do
Yes. A lot of karaoke. Karaoke's fun.
It's ridiculous.
In bars. It's not. Let's not watch karaoke.
Not Corona karaoke. Coronavirus karaoke.
Corona karaoke brought to you by the Chinese.
China.
The Chinese chicken.
Have a drumstick and your brain stop sticking.
That's what I was thinking when I said it, you know.
I will keep going.
I love
Okay, mention this one. Like Harrison Ford, I'm getting frantic. Okay, I'll
So
stop.
real quick, we only got about 4 minutes left. If you had any words of inspiration for up and coming artists, young kids that's like, man, I really want to be in this game, I really want to do this, what would be your words that you would say, hey, you guys got to try to do this? What would you give?
You got to be prepared to work hard and put the time in, and I would say don't let the music business take away the music in you, because it's everything involved, especially independent, is taxing. I would say don't let the music take away the music, because sometimes we forget about it. There's so much business involved, or getting it shot over here and over there, and I need to talk to him, I need to shoot this video, their schedule and everything, that sometimes, and in regular life, sometimes the music takes a back seat. Never compromise what you have in your heart.
That's what Nike said.
I like that.
The sooner that you stop caring about what whoever thinks about what you're doing, the better off you'll be.
That's the day you are free.
It's so true. Like, so much stuff going on, but never give up on your true passion, which is music in this case for us here at the table, and you, Jake. It's like, damn, music is life, right? Don't give up on that ever.
So I got a couple little comments online that I need to get out here before we're all done. Dustin Johnson, killing it, brother. He also says, soon as they open it up, we were having shows, open bars and churches, hashtag. And he also says drive-in concerts need to be a thing.
Literally? What?
Hey, drive-in theater, convert it to a stage.
That's effing perfect.
Hey.
I have an F-150 studio truck.
There we go.
Nice.
Then we had Charles Hurt. So true. That was a comment from earlier.
Oh, yeah.
But
Missouri people, that's my Missouri people. Yeah.
What's up, Missouri?
Missouri, shout out.
So real quick, I know we kind of covered all over the place. Is there anything that we didn't cover that you wanted to talk about? Was there anything that you wanted to throw some focus on? Or
No, I appreciate y'all having me on, and no.
And we appreciate it, man.
No, you can check my music out at Rocky Records on YouTube. It's a good place to start. I've got or you shoot me a message and I'll shoot you all the music you can care to listen to.
That's awesome.
Yes.
$9.
Definitely do that. Hey, make sure to hang on real quick. We're getting ready to wrap up our show. Go ahead and hold tight, because we'll do a little promo for this when it's dropped on all the podcasts and YouTube and all that. And we'll go through our final little wrap up here. What a great show tonight, guys.
So good, guys.
Let's talk about the next show. I know the date is wrong here, but Adam Calhoun coming up.
Adam Calhoun, June 1st.
First.
Going to be a monster, guys. It's going to be a monster show. All kind of information coming out.
And you'll have your girl Miranda Monday back.
Monday Love.
We're going to love Calhoun. Good stuff there.
Gotta love Adam Calhoun for sure.
Yeah, that's right.
And Jake, thank you so much for being
coming
on
out
this show.
Sure.
We loved you so much, my friend. You are so talented.
Definitely appreciate your time, man. Oh, for sure. We definitely love it.
God bless, friend.
So we're right out at the 9 o'clock hour. We're at the end of the show with the part that we always hate to do. But our time is up in the famous Studio J studio.
Damn it. It's
all. Dang it.
There we go.
Hope everyone's drinking at home, having a great coronavirus quarantine.
And make sure for any podcasts, videography, cinematography, anything that you can think of that Jason can do, he can do.
Yeah.
Get with Jason Jolliffe.
Get with me.
J
Get with
Studio.
Not
Studio
in the
J.
biblical sense.
And Miranda Monday with her book.
With her book?
My book.
She wrote a book?
I gotta write something straight down. Promotionals, book managers,
Managing
booking. God, it's not coming out what I'm wanting to say.
There she is. in the
Booking
corner.
agent.
Everybody, Miranda
Promoter.
Monday is the bomb.
Renee,
Miranda Monday.
if you want to get your kids learning how to do music, playing piano, guitar, anything in between, hit up Renee Merrifield. Hey,
your
you
girl.
need a website. Hopefully the studio will be back together. Joseph Kemp Production, Boss Dog Records, all in between. But other than that, everybody's had a Monday that you hated. Let Monday love you.
Love you.
Oh!
Hey. Bye.
Bye.